What's your Tyler's back? My SmackDown review for November 21st, 2025. This will be my second to last SmackDown review of the year because I want to take the holidays off. Well, you'll still see some retro reviews on the secondary channel, which starting next Thursday will be on Thanksgiving itself. Survivor Series 2015, um, and my action figure stuff, which tomorrow will be the Insurgent pay per view, and that Sunday I'll do the SpongeBob SquarePants Titans in the Tide review also, and get the ball back on with all these stuff besides the Raw and SmackDown reviews. So yeah, um, and yeah. So it took place in the Bell Arena in Denver, Colorado. So there is that. The main story is, can Charlotte and Rhea coexist, which we all know about that. But anyway, they show a field package of Drew McIntyre making a statement last week by joining the baddies side on for War Games, as well as Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns being the fifth member of the group. So it's basically like the what was last year with Roman, Punk, and the Usos, but the only difference is it's not Sami Zayn on here; it's Cody Rhodes instead. But so there's that. We started with Paul Heyman, the Brawns, and that cocksucker Logan Paul. The crowd chants "Shut up" to Logan, and then the Usos came out. Paul Heyman says some stuff about Braun Strowman being the tribal thief, which is kind of funny. Anyways, they interrupt them and then saying you just make a mistake, and then pissing off Logan Paul. He talks about creating the bloodline and then all that, and then says, despite the CM Punk chants coming out, Cody Rhodes, who was supposed to come out, but then there's no sign of him. But then we showed the parking lot where Drew McIntyre steps out of Cody's tour bus, and Cody was out because of it. But come on, I mean, Cody was not going to be out of War Games. I mean, people thinking Randy Orton or LA Knight were going to be in it. Come on, it was not going to happen, really. So there's that. Then we get the U.S. Open Challenge between Ilya Dragunov, and the person who answered was J.D. McDonough. Like, what? Well, Dragunov won this. It was a alright match. We got 2 out of 5, that's all. Anyways, it looks like what happened last week with Charlotte up, bring herself, and then on Raw, she decided to go back into it, and Charlotte and Alexa were talking, and then Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are sitting in the room, and then the application meme between Charlotte and Rhea where they do shook hands afterwards, and there's that, and then yeah. Um, then we get the first of the two the final last rounds of the last time is now tournament, which I got stressed that Sheamus is out of the tournament with a shoulder injury. Like, what? Why? So LNA gets to face a mystery opponent. Okay. But anyways, Carmelo Hayes defeats Bronson Reed by countout, so he's facing Gunther in the next round. I mean, he lost because Cody Rhodes came out from the crowd and crossroads Bronson Reed. So yeah, so much for the sneak attack from McIntyre. But yeah, the Usos got involved and they're all that, and then Cody, comes back to ringside for a microphone because they have a promo, and basically there's that. Chelsea Green talking about recreation for championship celebration because the vibe ain't reverberating and stuff like that. Whatever. Then backstage, Sami Zayn is joined by the Morrison Machine Gun, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Ray Phoenix. They talk about, Solo and his MOTs. They're having a Survivor Series elimination match next week on SmackDown, so I guess it's not having a Survivor Series. Okay, fine. I mean, the whole Survivor Series elimination concept is kind of dead in the water ever since they kept doing brand warfare for the last 5 fucking years. And I mean, and what I mean that means 2016 to 2021, which there's that. DIY defeats Fraxium. The last match, by the way, I give it a 2 out of 5 also. This was an alright match again. 2.5 I'll give it. Anyway, then there's the cinematic video package where they shake hands about the war. That there was a John Cena talking about, lean to him coming better with the fans and all that. And then we get for the final round of the last time it's now tournament. Penta defeats Finn Balor. Thank God for that. And yeah, this was the main event match of this show. Then there was that was actually a decent match. I give it a 3 out of 5. Penta celebrates it, and then the commentators talk about, Sheamus injury, and then Nick Aldis and Bold Eagle will discuss the matter of making an official announcement heading in of LA's match next week, and then the Mafia, Solo Sikoa is and address Penta's advancing, and then all that. So I guess Solo's facing Penta in the tournament also. Or something like that. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Then we get to the last part of the segment where it's the Charlotte, Alexa, Rhea, and Io. They're discussing their 4th member, which it was AJ Lee. And we obviously know what happened on Monday, so there's that. But then the Kabuki Warriors, Lash Sledge, and Nia Jax attacked them, and then AJ Lee gets towards her, and then Becky Lynch attacks her, and she is the 5th member of the heel team. Okay, that's fine. Because of that. But all I gotta say is Nia Jax better not do those same chair shots like she did last year. Like that. But anyways. So AJ Lee is the second AJ that Charlotte teamed up with. The other one was AJ Styles. You know the reference. I thought the show was decent. It was decent. I give it a B- also. So yeah, Insurgent review will be tomorrow, or the pay-per-view, not the review. That's my pay-per-view. What the hell am I talking about? That'll be tomorrow, the pay-per-view of Insurgents. And then Sunday will be SpongeBob Titans from the Tide video game review also. The latest one. And then it'll be my last Raw review of the year. And then next will be my final SmackDown review of the year. Because I want to take a break for the holidays. And, what else? Basically, there's that. I'll do my Stone Cold Steve Austin Damage review also on Tuesday. So, yeah. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, Notification Bell, as well as my second channel, Talos Review. Subscribe to Notification on that one. You will see Survivor Series 2015 to wrap up the Survivor Series reviews of this month. And off to WCW land. The 4 I chose were Mayhem's 99 in 2000, Starrcade 2000, so I get to all the WCW pay-per-views in 2000 again. Well, barring Bash of the Beach 2000 and Spring Stampede, because I already did those already. And also another one, which I'm not going to tell you what it is. So, you obviously know what it was of the images. But yeah. Bye bye.